to me, SEMA was something that was extremely exclusive, that no one really knew what was happening behind the walls. It's where all the crazy cars were. That's where the car hub was happening once a year. When SEMA first reached out to me about being a judge, I was like, really? If you were to ask me 2 years ago, I couldn't get in.
The judging is just about to start. We have 42 Young Gun builds to look at in 3 hours. Taking a fine look at your guys' cars, be warned. We see when you're trying to cover something up. It's difficult for me to be super critical on these builds. It's what we all love doing, and we're just here to have a good time. I kind of feel bad when I'm under the car and there's like leaking power steering fluid or exposed wires. I'm being super critical only because I have to because of judging, but I respect it all, and I think it's really awesome what all these young builders are doing, and I aspire to be anywhere near half of what you guys are doing.
Young Guns are builders that are age 27 and younger. I mean, I'm not that far off from that age, and it's just crazy to see what all these other people around the world are doing. I'm at a loss for words.
Not trying to be biased, but I was really looking forward to seeing that one, especially considered I'm doing the RB26 swap right now. That was clean. They really had to cut in the firewall, but they made that so clean. Goals, I have some work to do. So we've seen just about 3/4 way through of the contestants. We're almost about to wrap up. It's been walking all over the place, seeing all these crazy builds. I can tell you guys, there's been a lot of work put into each and every single one of these, and it's very impressive. So I featured this on my Instagram as one of the builds leading up to SEMA for the Young Guns. And this is Kyle's 72 LS Swap 240Z. The amount of attention to detail and fabrication work is incredible. I'm holding a lot of stuff, so it's difficult, but focus. That's Chris's car. That's his S85, basically an M5 240Z. This is crazy. I want to see under the hood, maybe later. We've walked about 15,000 steps. We have 3 more cars to look at.
I did on the first day 25,000 steps on the first day. That is insane. I was setting some Fitbit records. I'm just kidding. I wasn't wearing a Fitbit, but my phone was buzzing and going off like, wow, like, you feeling all right, girl? Like, you walking a lot. We were running around in the heat. We were running from one room to another room, from one hall to another hall, just nonstop. We got to see all 42 builders, insane cars, and then came time to narrow down to the top 10.
Bet you guys are wondering why I'm passing you.
Okay, doors closed. It's getting real.
Alright, we're gonna go through all 42 right now and decide on the top 10, and then we'll reconvene with the other team. That rhymed weirdly enough, but yeah. Good work, team.
Nice and done.
So now Chris and I, B is for build, we're gonna compare notes and decide on who's gonna be in the top 10. It's super interesting how much of ours lined up. All but 2 of our yes pile lined up. I had a really tough time deciding one of the last 2 because I feel bad, and these are builds that like I'm like wow about, and like who am I to say that build's better than another build? But at the end of the day, decisions do have to be made.
My team sat down, Chris's team sat down. We all quickly tried to discuss and talk about what we loved about this build, what we loved about that build. There was something we loved about every single build. It was so tough to make a decision. But at the end of it, I think we're all pretty on the same page about who we felt was going to move on onto the next stage.
Amazing what just you guys have been doing.
So we just announced it. The top 10 Young Guns Battle of the Builders have been announced. Congratulations everyone who won. And for those of you who didn't, don't worry, keep up the great work. Everything was absolutely amazing. This is such an experience. You guys are awesome. So we're gonna showcase 5 of the 10 SEMA Young Guns builds with my team, A-Team, Chris and Jack. This is Luke Merrill's 1931 Chevy Rat Rod hauler. This thing is insane. The attention to detail is absolutely amazing. His overflow reservoir is a growler.
So next up we have Jesus Lopez with his 85 RX-7 FB body. Good, congrats, congrats. Third tag.
So next up in the top 10, we have a group of kids actually who built this E30 DTM inspired S55 swap out of their garage in Denver. It was a 1.5 car garage. It's very period correct, very cool. This was very well done. Next up, Ryan Martin's 57 Chevy 150 hardtop. So custom, so crazy. And the final Young Gun builder that I will be covering is Kyle and his 72 240Z LS swap. This thing is sick, you guys. And from there, it was off of us and onto you guys to decide who would be the finalists. You guys remember Nikolai from Race Service. He did Ryan Turk's painted livery. Well, here's his next project displaying at SEMA. This thing is crazy. This is probably the most hideous car I've ever seen.
What? I heard that, miss.
No, of course.
I can focus it.
845.
All right, now go to that other guy's face. Look, see, teamwork right here. Teamwork.
I'm just joking. Larry's Corolla is so sick, man. If I could put that, we should just do it on the 240. Let's put a Russian arm on the 240 and we'll just film our own drifting.
He wants to do an LS front wheel drive.
Oh yeah, he's talking about an LS front wheel drive. Larry, I approve.
Is he always solo?
Got him. I feel like we're stuck in the dark side.
I know how the hell we end up here.
The walls are slowly starting to close in. I feel suffocated.
Really need to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable.
want a sticker?
Oh, look at that! Thank you! Oh, I love this! If the camera would focus, it'd be amazing. There we go. The top 3 Young Gun builders have been announced. You guys, you have all done such an amazing job. The top 3 winners thus far, down to the finals, are Kyle with the 72 LS 240Z, Dylan with the Nova, and the guys who worked out of Denver with the crazy E30 S55 swap. Now they can only choose one. I'm curious to see who that will be. It is out of my hands at this point. This is Chris's build, in case you guys don't know. I felt like I needed to say that. This thing is sick.
About making that once we're over there.
They're playing his videos behind. Aww. Yo, you guys, Chris killed it. You need to check out his channel. He does all the work himself. Super cool. Took the drivetrain engine, absolutely everything from the S55 and stuck a 240Z body on top of it. This thing came out really well. Alright, so you guys just saw Chris's Z build, which is so sick, dude. Congrats. It's so awesome to see that build here. And now we're gonna go check out Kaisa's E30 rendering build. So this is Kaisa's rendering come to life. I've actually known Kaisa for quite some time now, like years. Like we used to like shoot the shit on DMs, and now we've like grown together, and it's so cool to see. I'm here at SEMA judging. He's here with this insane, awesome rendering at Toyo of all places. This is awesome. This is awesome. I'm speechless. I hear he's gonna sponsor me on a body kit. Final day of SEMA. We're currently making our rounds before Ignited. Hey man, I like your hat. Enrique, thank you for rocking the merch. You guys, I will go out of my way to say hi to you if I see you across the room rocking the merch. Thank you.
And then came SEMA Ignited.
What do you think of the selection of the Battle of Builders?
So we're currently at SEMA Ignited. They're doing the lineup for the cars. We should know very shortly who's going to be in the top 4.
Who's the best of the best,
this is really cool. They gave me a media vest, so I'm able to get the up-close personal experience for you guys. This is exciting. Have you done a SEMA Ignited yet?
No, this is my first one.
Same here. How about you? Are you excited?
All right, Taylor.
Yeah. I told you I clam up on camera.
I got someone my height!
All right, so the winner in the Young Guns division is Kyle.
Good job, man. You deserve this. That was definitely an insane LS swap 240Z build, and I'm not biased about that at all. You guys can see on your own the attention to detail is incredible. He intentionally used 3 different types of metal, from steel, titanium, aluminum, just to use this as a resume and show the work that he can do. This build is his resume build, and you know, dude, good job. Everyone who entered though, you guys all did such a great job. I'm honored to... but I'm just honored to be a part of this. It was such a cool opportunity and experience to see all of your builds.
And now one of the most fun out there.
Hey, the R100 one also, check this out. It turns out it's not actually a dually, it's a wheel length. It's the wheel.
One more time. Winner!
rally around these machines. SEMA Battle of the Builders. 2018.
I'm ready.
Are you guys ready to find out who wins?
The winner of the 5th annual SEMA Battle of the Builders is
Kyle Tucker in his 1969 Chevy Camaro.
So that's a wrap. The winner, I believe his name was Kyle Tucker. He was from the Hot Rods division. I think it was a 68, 69 Camaro. I didn't get as close of a look as I would have liked to, but I would have liked to considering he won. But congrats to everyone, sincerely from the bottom of my heart, and thank you.
I just wanted to thank everyone for all the love in the sport, and I want to thank you young gun builders out there. And I am saying this from the bottom of my heart. I'm not paid to say this, don't worry, but I sincerely hope to see more people submit their cars for next year. Go to the website, they'll give you guys a whole breakdown for it of how you can submit regionally, where if you win that, you know, they'll pay for it. It's called a golden ticket. They'll pay to ship out your car and your whole stay for the week, and you get that whole experience. Or just submit your car online. I really want to see that number quadruple of submissions. I really want to see other builds next year from people the same age as me. I want to know what you guys are doing. So, who knows? Like I've said before, I might just be submitting my own car. You never know. But thank you again. I'm gonna close out here. Merch in the description below. Make sure you guys cop that. I have some exciting news coming with that soon, shortly as well. Ecrew, we out here with love. Bye!